This fight between BJ Penn and Joe Stevenson is for the lightweight championship of the UFC. Now, Sean Shirk was found guilty. He's been suspended by the California State Athletic Commission. Because of that, we stripped him of his title. So BJ and Joe are fighting for the UFC lightweight championship. BJ Penn is one of the most gifted, talented athletes I've ever seen in my life. But at 155 pounds, BJ Penn is the most dangerous fighter in the world. There's no doubt about it. All these people talk about, oh, this guy from over here, that guy from... Let me tell you what, BJ Penn is the scariest fighter in the world at 155 and 170. The only reason that BJ Penn is even back and that he's refocused and doing what he's doing is because we got that Jens Pulver fight.
Jens Pulver, BJ Penn. Pulver, big right early by BJ. And he takes out. Let's stop. And it's over. Oh, BJ Penn chokes out Jens Pulver.
I think BJ Penn, if he can win the title at 155, that's his best chance for really establishing a legacy, you know, that will go down for history. A focused, in-shape BJ Penn is the best pound-for-pound fighter in mixed martial art. His jiu-jitsu, world-class. His striking is excellent. BJ Penn can take his leg without touching it and wrap it around his head. Take his leg and, without touching it, no hands, and put it around his head.
Without a doubt, flexibility is a huge part of my game. Something in my hips, I guess I was just kind of born that way. It really helps me to have a good takedown defense and lock on arm locks and triangle chokes with my legs, and I just feel good.
The new BJ Penn that I've seen, he's refocused, he's taken this serious, and I think 2008 is going to be a very interesting year for BJ Penn.
Joe Stevenson is still a huge threat to win this fight. If BJ takes Joe Stevenson lightly, Joe Stevenson is an incredibly powerful man. You leave your neck out there for Joe Stevenson, he gets a hold of that thing. That's like a hungry lion on an antelope. He's not going to let it go. He's a very tough, dangerous guy, and he's not to be underestimated in this fight.
Ankle locks and chokes are really, honestly, some of the easier submissions to pull off. A choke, you know, it doesn't matter how big or strong someone is or how flexible their arm happens to be or how much pain they can stand on their knee. You're choking someone properly, they go to sleep.
Not only is he a freak at jiu-jitsu and very good on the ground, this kid has incredible strength. Joe Stevenson dropped Melvin Gillard in the first round. Gillard was talking all this that Stevenson wouldn't want to stand up with him. Not only did he stand up with him, but he dropped him in the first couple seconds of the fight, then jumped right down and guillotined him.
There's no talking, there's no nothing. This is it. This is for the title, and this is what it's all about. I think I'm better in stand-up. I feel very comfortable. I got him there. Maybe I might have a little bit better takedown defense. I'm probably more fine-tuned as a grappler if I mount him. And then there we go. Punches, elbows, and submissions are coming. Plus, you can look at the guy right in his eyes while you're hitting him. It's always good.
You know, he can knock me out, but I can knock him out just as easy. He can choke me out, and I can choke him out just as easy. I'm going to have to be willing to go to war. I'm going to have to be able to go 5 rounds, 110% without looking bad at all at any point of those fights. He's going to have to throw the kitchen sink at me, and then I might pick it up and throw it back.
You know, I'm just going to go out there, put the pressure, and just keep going until the fight's done.
I come out to fight, and I come out to win. I'd like the fight to be over as quick as possible with me and my hand being raised.
These two are definitely going to take this fight seriously. They're both going to come in great shape, and I think it's going to be an action-packed fight from the beginning to the end.
This fight between Gabriel Gonzaga and Fabricio Verdum is actually a rematch of a fight they fought in Brazil. Verdum won. So there's the motivation for revenge for Gabriel Gonzaga, and there's also the motivation to reestablish himself as the top heavyweight in the UFC.
I cannot talk about Fabricio Verdum. I can talk about me. I will be very hungry to win this fight.
Meu estilo sempre vai ser.
Definitely my style is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But to be a complete fighter, you have to mix it. So I've been training all styles, standing and ground, to be the best that I can.
Jordan's out.
Big in for it by Gabriel. Wow, out of nowhere.
Mirko looks tentative, though.
Gonzaga, after the head kick to Mirko Cro Cop, he'd been on a roll, then beating such a big name like Mirko, and then getting the fight with Randy Couture, which a lot of people thought Gonzaga was going to walk right through Couture. It's going to be interesting to see how he comes back from a loss like that.
Gabriel Gonzaga has looked phenomenal. I mean, he's been a destroyer. And the loss to Randy Couture, in my opinion, is not hurting him, it's helping him.
Eu estava com mesma...
In that fight with Randy Couture, I was very confident that I was going to win that fight.
Most people thought that Gabriel Gonzaga was the favorite to win. Randy Couture squashed him and sent Gabriel Gonzaga back to the drawing board.
Bem, com essa derrota...
Of course, nobody likes to lose, but it's not shame to lose like that.
When great fighters experience the big defeat, what happens is they come back, and they come back much stronger than they were before that fight.
Depois da minha luta com o Randy...
After my loss for Randy Couture, of course I wasn't happy. I trained to win. All my fights I want to win. I'm a winner. So I come back to the gym and I start to train twice harder. And I'm going to win my next fight. I'm going to pass my opponent. And this time is Verdun, even better.